Hi, I want to talk to you about how we can create a healthier environment in our own homes, including how we can reduce, reuse, and recycle. There has been talk for years about how we need to have a healthier environment to leave for future generations, yet so many of us don't take further steps. If we don't have a healthy environment, we are more likely to get ill as well as have other health problems. I have been one of the people saying this. I've always done what I thought was my part by recycling the things I can instead of throwing them into a landfill. But there are many things that we can do in our daily lives that are not difficult to change. These are the things I want to talk to you about. One of the first things we can do has to do with our laundry. Using cold instead of hot or warm water can make a difference. Less electricity or gas are used because the water does not have to be heated. An additional benefit of using cold water is saving money on that electricity or gas. With the dryer, it is important to clean the lint trap after each load. I know I have been guilty of forgetting this and drying 2 or 3 loads at a time. Forgetting to clean the lint trap uses more energy as the dryer has to blow air through the buildup of lint. Small particles of lint can break free and blow through the trap and into the environment. And a buildup of lint combined with the heat of a dryer is a definite risk for fire. In addition to the fire being bad for the environment because of all the pollutants, if your house burns down, you could lose everything you have. Another fairly simple thing we can do has to do with our computer and printer. Most of us have a printer in our home. If we use recycled paper and recyclable printer cartridges, this is going to help the environment by less garbage being thrown into a landfill. I have a friend who is a sorter at a local landfill, and some of the things he tells me about that he finds on the line that should have been recycled just make me really sad. It seems that so many people feel that if they throw this one item in the garbage, it isn't going to cause any harm or make a difference. However, when 100 people have that same thought, it does cause harm and can make a very definite difference. I don't know if you've heard of a charcoal chimney. This is something that I had never heard of until my sister began using one. It's so much better for the environment than using lighter fluid. When you use lighter fluid, it puts pollutants into the air. A charcoal chimney solves that problem by using newspaper and charcoal. This is a charcoal chimney. When you're using it, you definitely want to use a non-flammable surface. It does get extremely hot. There is an open area at the bottom of the chimney. You take crumpled up newspaper, put it in this area, then you put it onto your non-flammable surface. I usually just use my concrete sidewalk. You then fill the top of it with charcoal, and it's sitting up straight like this. You use these holes to light the newspaper on fire. Because of the way this is set up, the charcoal will begin to burn. You let the charcoal burn until the coals are white hot, which usually takes about 30 minutes. So it's about the same amount of time that you would use with traditional lighter fluid. And then you just continue to grill as normal. You want to use a hot pad because that metal does get hot, obviously, and can burn your hand. And it's so much healthier because you don't add any extra pollutants into the environment. After you're done with your barbecue, don't forget to use reusable food containers to store your food in the fridge. It's very easy to throw some saran wrap or tin foil over a plate before you stick it in a fridge. But if you think about it, even if you recycle that tin foil, part of it is still going to end up in the landfill. However, the reusable food containers, they're going to be reused for a long time. They're not going to the landfill. And you don't even have to go out and buy them. So much of the food we buy comes in them. Sour cream, cottage cheese, butter in a tub, even some brands of yogurt, they're all reusable containers. Plus, reusing these containers keeps them out of the landfill. You don't have to spend money on the environment to make it help. You don't have to spend money to make the environment healthier. You just need to stop and think. If each one of us would make small changes to the things that we do on an everyday basis, we can make an impact on creating a healthier environment for our children and future generations. Organizing a community event like cleaning up a park is a very great and grand idea. However, it takes a lot of time and a lot of planning. If we make small changes in our daily life, it's going to be more effective in the end. And as we make these changes, our children will see what we're doing, and they will continue these small things as they grow up. I know that individually, I can have an impact on the environment and help make it healthier. Individually, you can have an impact as well. Like so many of us were taught in grade school, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce what goes into the landfill by reusing the things you can. Recycle the things you cannot reuse. Please join me in creating a healthier environment.